Is AI going to take over? Hi, I'm Lee, Head of Digital, and today I'm going to be talking about something that people ask me quite often when it comes to AI, and that is, when is AI going to take over and destroy the world? Now, interestingly, back in the 1950s, Manchester's very own Alan Turing posed this question: can machines think? Now, this was a thought experiment posed by Alan Turing, in that if a human is talking to something over a computer, they would not be able to distinguish whether the thing that they're talking to is another human or indeed a machine, and therefore the machine has passed the Turing test. Now, this kind of then leads on to this idea of a singularity moment happening, in that if you can't distinguish if something is a machine or not anymore, then what's to say that ultimately over time it can't become cleverer than we are, and then self-deterministic in terms of having goals and thoughts and ideas, and that then ultimately leads to it wanting to advance. Now, thinking back to that original question of can machines think, we first need to understand what it actually means to think about something. Now, LLMs aren't thinking about things, they are taking in the prompt that you've given it and then using how it's been taught and the algorithm that work in the background to match patterns against what it's been asked, and then to produce an output based on those patterns. Now, realistic risks that could actually happen from AI, we're kind of seeing some of them already, and that's things like deep fakes, misinformation. You see a lot of doctored AI generated pictures, images, propaganda, all those kinds of things that are being used in sort of information wars that are happening online, and they are real issues. The key thing to a lot of this is to not look too far into the future and understand what could the AI become in terms of a Terminator type role or an end of world kind of situation. But ultimately, what we can start to look at is the dangers of AI in its current state, and then try to fix those first rather than worrying too much about the AI taking over the world. Let me know if you have any thoughts or ideas around what you may think a world run by AI might look like, or whether there are any dangers that you can think of AI getting too smart or coming up with too many things, or simply shutting down all the computers and frying your microwaves, that kind of thing. But yeah, until next time.